We are on the verge of kicking off vaccine distribution here in the U.S., and local experts say they are already seeing some bad actors cooking up vaccine scams. What they say you should be looking for. Changing of the guard in San Diego, the city's next mayor sworn in, officially taking office. And local researchers celebrating after repairs were done to keep one of the nation's biggest research ships afloat. ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
ABC 10 News at 11 starts now.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us, you guys. I'm Virginia Cha, and we will get to all of that in a moment. But first, we want to get you caught up on the latest developments regarding the coronavirus vaccines. Now, an FDA panel is convening right now to determine whether to give Pfizer's vaccine the green light. Pfizer is seeking emergency use authorization to start distributing that vaccine here in the U.S. It has already received authorization in the U.K. and Canada. And earlier this week, the FDA confirmed the vaccine's efficacy and said it is safe. We'll have more on the FDA meeting in just a moment. Meanwhile, the maker of the other coronavirus vaccine we've been tracking closely, Moderna, announcing this morning they have vaccinated children for the first time as part of their clinical trial process. Participants ranging in age from 12 to 18 receiving shots. Moderna hoping the data will give them the evidence they need so that kids can get vaccinated before the 2021 school year. And here in California, a tool is being launched to help slow the spread of the coronavirus. It is a smartphone app that UCSD helped develop. It's voluntary and anonymous. It uses a phone's Bluetooth technology to sense if two phones have been close together for an extended period of time. Now, if one of those phone users tests positive for the virus, anyone who may have been exposed will receive an alert. iPhone users, it is already on your phone if your software is updated. Just switch it on with exposure notifications under your settings. Android users, the app is called CA Notify and it's free. Now, back to that big FDA panel meeting right now. We've been waiting for it for weeks, ever since Pfizer announced those promising results from its vaccine trials. Emergency use authorization today would be coming at a crucial time as cases spike across the country. ABC's Rena Roy has details.
The ultra-cold freezers are in place and the trucks are ready to go. States standing by to distribute the Pfizer vaccine if it gets the green light from the FDA.
So we want to make certain that we get it right. There's a lot of different moving pieces and parts.
Today, an FDA advisory board meeting to discuss findings on the vaccine before the FDA votes on whether to authorize it for emergency use.
Topic for today, a meeting is emergency use authorization of Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine.
If that happens, 2.9 million doses will be sent out across the country within 24 hours.
We can act quickly, and we intend to. We understand the urgency of the situation.
Research from the FDA and Pfizer shows the vaccine is 95% effective, but there are concerns after two healthcare workers out of the thousands in the UK who received the vaccine had allergic reactions.
The expectation would be that subjects with known severe allergic reactions should not take the vaccine.
The big day comes not a moment too soon. Roughly 92 Americans were reported dead every hour last week. Wednesday, the U.S. saw its deadliest day since the pandemic began, with 3,124 people succumbing to the virus. ICUs filling up coast to coast and hospital staffing running low. The L.A. County Health Director breaking down in tears over the loss of life there.
Over 8,000 people who were beloved members of their families are not coming back, and their deaths are an incalculable loss to their friends and their family, as well as our community.
There are still some big challenges moving forward when it comes to vaccinating. Officials say getting people to trust the vaccines is top priority. They're also urging Americans to keep social distancing and wearing masks because a vaccine alone will not curb cases likely until spring of next year. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Now, if and when the vaccine gets the go-ahead, about 30,000 doses will be distributed here in San Diego in the coming weeks. San Diego County Public Health Officer Dr. Wilma Wooten says once the vaccine doses do arrive, they will be stored at locations with special freezers.
Those vaccines will go to 3 locations, and these locations are what CDC calls positioned locations. So that's Rady's Hospital, UCSD, and of course our county hospital.
Healthcare workers and people living and working in long-term care facilities will be first on that list to be vaccinated. Now, the rollout of the vaccine is also giving scammers a perfect opportunity to try to take advantage of those who are desperate for relief. ABC 10 News reporter Vanessa Paz has the warning medical professionals are sending out when it comes to online ads for vaccines that look real but are far from it.
Since March, healthcare professionals at UCSD said fake products promoted to either prevent or cure COVID-19 have surged. And now, amid the rollout of coronavirus shots, they're working to prevent people from buying vaccines online that are being promoted as the real thing.
You're going to see a lot of fraudsters come in and try to take advantage of consumers because there is a need and there's not enough supply.
Dr. Tim Mackey is an associate professor of anesthesiology and global public health at UC San Diego, specializing in tracking illicit drug sales through illegal websites and the black market.
We first saw a lot of herbal supplements and nutritional supplements because people were trying to prevent the disease. Then a bunch of testing kits we saw, and we published on this when people didn't have access to testing kits.
And now, he said people browsing the web will see ads promoting COVID-19 vaccines.
You cannot get any vaccine on the internet. That's it. If you are getting a post or you're seeing a post that says you can buy it right away, pre-order it, get it easy, just DM me or contact me on WhatsApp, it's not real vaccine.
And falling into a trap, he said, will not only cause harm to yourself, but others as well.
Middle ground is you get sterile, something like sterilized water. It doesn't work. You go out and then you get COVID, or you engage in more unhealthy practices and you risk transmission to others.
Secondly, you'd get ripped off and risk having your credit card information and identity stolen. And third,
you get a product that is spoiled or somewhat adulterated. You get a needle that's not sterile, and then you could get infected by another disease, or you could also, get something that's actually toxic for your body.
Bottom line, he said the vaccine will not be available online anytime soon.
The vaccine's only going to be available in registered healthcare facilities, and only a few that are specifically, validated to distribute vaccine. It's going to be a very slow rollout at the beginning.
And if you're looking for official information regarding vaccine distributions, he said government sites that end with .gov are your best bet.
The internet seems like a quick fix for everything that we do, whether it's e-commerce or whether it's social interaction, but it's not a quick fix for vaccines. These are products that are highly regulated, highly controlled. They're limited because people who need them need to get them first. Please wait, and they will come, and just don't make the mistake of buying online.
Vanessa Paz, ABC 10 News.
It's not just the vaccine. Customs officials say this week they made 2 big busts targeting unapproved coronavirus equipment. Now, Customs says at the San Diego airport at Lindbergh Field, they seized hundreds of non-FDA approved test kits. They say the kits were brought in on a flight from Mexico. They call them unproven and potentially unsafe for people who may have used them. In El Paso, Texas, the Border Patrol seized 100,000 counterfeit N95 masks. The knockoffs were headed to hospital workers on the East Coast. Well, San Diego now has a new mayor. Todd Gloria was sworn into office this morning. ABC 10 News reporter Marie Cornell shows us some of the key issues he'll be tackling.
Because of COVID-19 restrictions, Todd Gloria was sworn in virtually. Shortly after, he spoke about making history and his plans for the city of San Diego.
It is the place where the son of a hotel maid and a gardener, a Native American, Filipino, Puerto Rican, Dutch gay guy, has just become your mayor.
And right away, Gloria faces a number of key issues, including assuming the role of helping the city navigate through the coronavirus pandemic with the Board of Supervisors, specifically helping the businesses that are struggling to stay open and have been impacted by the health guidelines. He must also try and balance out an $85 million budget shortfall with the city council that has 5 new members. He is also tasked with taking over the homeless efforts, taking the lead with the convention center efforts and the transition to get those individuals into permanent housing, which has been a priority of his throughout his campaign. Mayor Gloria says in the end, his goal is to find opportunities for the people of San Diego and help the city live up to what it's known for.
Now is the time to make certain that the doors of opportunity are opened wider for anyone who's willing to work hard. To accomplish that, Let's be done with saying that we're just America's finest city. It's time for us to dare to be a truly great city.
Also sworn in today was the city attorney and 5 city council members. Reporting from downtown, Marie Cornell, ABC 10 News.
Well, San Diego scientists are celebrating the return of one of the most important research vessels in the world. The Roger Revelle just underwent an extensive refit with upgrades from bow to stern. The ship is owned by the Office of Naval Research, and it has been operated by Scripps Institution of Oceanography at UC San Diego since 1996. It is one of the largest ships in the U.S. academic research fleet, and it's tasked with unlocking the mysteries of the ocean.
These research vessels have been vital to exploration of our oceans, to scientific inquiry and discovery, and also for training the next generation of scientific leaders and maritime technicians.
It's expected the refit will extend the ship's life by 15 to 20 years.